Looks like the same spot every time. Oh, there it goes. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Soul Survivor. Today I'm standing in Evergreen Cemetery of New Braintree, Massachusetts, looking into a unique haunting that is said to occur here on one of 2 days throughout the year. And what's more interesting is that this spirit is said to not actually appear within the boundaries of the cemetery, but rather just outside them. Let's go take a look. With headstones dating back to the early 18th century, Evergreen Cemetery sits along Route 67 and has the interesting feature of a roughly 1,600-foot stone wall completely surrounding it. This wall is also reportedly the site where, since its construction in the early 1900s, motorists passing by would claim to have seen the apparition of a woman wearing a bridal gown, and most disturbingly, missing her head. Further research into the background of the story shows that many believe the spirit to be that of Elsie Newton, an 11-year-old girl who, along with her parents, were brutally murdered by an axe-wielding killer in nearby North Brookfield in 1898. As some of you may know, I covered the case of the Newton murders a little over a year ago, and the family, including Elsie, were buried in Hal Cemetery, several miles away. Needless to say, I don't believe it to be the spirit of 11-year-old Elsie Newton that haunts this cemetery's walls. And further research into those that are buried here didn't yield any promising results either. But who am I to say that this ghost doesn't exist? That's why not only will I investigate this haunting, but I intend to do it on both nights. And maybe I can finally put this legend to rest. The new piece of equipment I'll be trying out this time is something perfectly suited for an investigation such as this one. With about 10 reportedly haunted roads in Massachusetts alone, I decided this was as good a time as any to test the AFF VER dash cam. A standard 4K camera typically used to help protect your vehicle seems like just the right tool to capture a roadside phantom. And this one covers both the front and the back of the car, just in case she appears on either side while I'm driving. Now that everything's all set, I just have to wait until the night of the 18th to begin the investigation. Just gonna get a number 1 with a Coke, please.
Single, double, triple?
Just gonna be single. Thank you. You too. Okay, I think everything is ready to go. I'm gonna start the night off with a few drive-bys of the wall. Apparently they put a roadwork sign directly where this ghost is supposed to make her appearance. Hopefully that doesn't screw things up. I'm not even sure how this investigation's gonna work. I can't exactly leave motion sensor lights out on the road, and it's kind of hard to set up cameras when we got private property surrounding the whole area. I figure we'll do this for a little while, and then after this, we'll go for a walk with the EMF meters. I continue to patrol the cemetery for the next couple of hours, with no sign of the spirit, but a light rain and fog beginning to settle over the area. Well, it's very dark out right now, and of course, the one thing I forgot was my head torch, so we'll have to make do. I'm going to take a walk with the EMF meters, see what we pick up. Starting to rain a little bit. If anybody is here with me right now, come and touch the device in my hand. Alright, let's try the better one. So, unfortunately, my thermal camera seems to be refusing to work. I gotta take a look at it when I get home and see what the issue is, but we're gonna have to skip that one tonight. It's getting towards midnight, so I suppose we can do our EVP session and see what we can get off of that. Greetings to anybody here in Evergreen Cemetery with me. My name is James. I'll be spending a few hours with you here tonight. The device in my hand will allow me to hear you after the fact. I cannot hear you right this second, but if you speak into this device, I will be able to hear you later on. They say they see you wandering up and down this road. Can you show yourself to me right now? Did something happen to you on this road? Is that why you can't leave? If there's anything you would like to say it to me now. Okay, that's going to be about it for now. I will be back with you shortly. Okay, we're getting to the end of the night. Still no sign of this supposed ghost, but who knows? It's after midnight, so maybe she stops haunting once it hits the 19th. I'm gonna drive around a little bit more, and then we'll go attempt a spirit box session. Okay, as I told you before, my name is James. I'm just looking to have a short conversation with you, if possible. Elsie Newton, are you here with me right now? If you're here with me, make a sign of your presence. They say they see you walking up and down this road. Can you do that for me? Elsie Newton, can you please make your presence known to me? Try and speak through the device in my hand. It sounded like a man's voice. If there's anybody else in the area, try and speak to me through this device in my hand. Okay, one last time. Say my name, James, back to me through the device in my hand. Almost sounded like it said no. Can you say your own name? All right, that's going to be about it for the night. Thank you for your time and any responses you may have given me. Okay, we are officially on to night 2 of the investigation. As you can see, I remembered to bring my head torch, and I was able to figure out what went wrong with the thermal camera the other night, so there shouldn't be any issues with equipment. We're going to start off much like we did the other night with a few drive-bys of the wall, but first I'm going to go set a few of these motion sensor lights up around the old part of the cemetery. See if that gets anything. Again, I begin the night by patrolling the cemetery for the first couple of hours, with no sign of a headless ghost wandering along the road in the darkness. It was while making these rounds that one of the lights in the cemetery I had left earlier would activate, and it would be the only time it did throughout the night. Getting a little something. Ooh. It's like the same spot again. If anybody's here, I need you to come and touch the device in my left hand. Right there. Right there. Is there somebody here with me? You need to make this light go red. It's like the same spot every time. Oh, there it goes. Hello? I'm not threatening here. You don't need to be afraid of me. Just come out and touch my hand. Big burst. Big burst. Somebody here with me. Come and touch my hand. My outstretched hand. So we're getting towards midnight now, and we still haven't had much in terms of action. We're going to drive around a little bit more, and then we'll do our second EVP session. With still a little bit of free time before midnight, I take the chance to walk down the road and around the cemetery with the thermal camera, hoping to catch whatever may have triggered the EMF meters. Greetings to anybody who's in Evergreen Cemetery with me right now. My name is James. I am looking to have a conversation or any type of contact. Can you please make your presence known? Can you say my name back to me through this device in my hand? Can you say my name, James? Can you say your own name? Is the person supposedly known as Elsie with me here right now? Try to make your presence known. Make a noise around me somewhere. Is anybody who is buried in the cemetery here with me right now? I'm a very friendly person. I mean you no harm. There's supposedly a headless spirit who roams outside the walls of the cemetery. Is that you? Can you make your presence known? All right, that's going to be about it for now. Thank you for any responses you may have given me. Okay, we're just about at the end of the night. Let's get a spirit box session going and test out that REM pod. Let's give the REM pod a try. Okay, anybody who is here with me in Evergreen Cemetery, let's try this one more time. You may notice there is a device by my feet. Can you please come and touch this device? Can you say my name, James, back to me? Or maybe even your own name. Are you buried in this cemetery? Can you see me right now? Okay, we're running out of time here. I need you to respond to me if you can. Say my name, James, back to me. This is going to be your last chance to contact me. Try and say my name or your own. Okay, that's going to be all for the night. Thank you for any responses you may have given me, if at all. The night ends without any further activity, and with that, I clean up and head home, ready to check out whatever evidence I may have collected. Alright, it's that time once again. I've just finished reviewing all evidence for Evergreen Cemetery twice, and as I expected, there's not too much to share. This will be a quick one. There was nothing picked up on the audio, the thermal camera, or the dash cam, unfortunately, especially since I had to scrub through about 6 hours of recording collected over both nights. All of that same damn road. But, as I stated earlier, there's plenty of other haunted roads in the state, so we'll be seeing more of this in the future. So we had one motion sensor trigger a single time on the second night, which could have been caused by any number of things. But even though I don't believe it to have been triggered by anything paranormal, I do like that these little lights have been fairly consistent during all of their field tests. There were a couple of interesting replies on the spirit box, seemingly responding fairly quick after asking a question. Although most of the words were unintelligible, it did sound a lot like someone telling me no when asking to state my name. The final thing I wanted to talk about and what I found the most interesting were the readouts that I picked up on the EMF meter where this headless ghost is said to appear. Although I saw a few strong signals in random areas of the cemetery, it was next to the wall where I would find one that appeared on both nights, both in just about the same exact spot. They only lasted about a second and seemed to move away from me as I tried to follow, so there's that. Overall, I can't say that Evergreen Cemetery and the wall dividing it from Route 67 are haunted. But who knows? Maybe this headless ghost appeared immediately before or after one of the times I had driven by. Or maybe she even appears early on the mornings of the 18th and the 21st, although that wouldn't quite fit the time frame that motorists would pass by to see her. I did enjoy performing this investigation even though we didn't have the best of evidence this time. But it did make some of the stuff I've recorded in the past more compelling. Maybe we'll try driving past the wall again next year and see if we have any better luck. See you guys next time.